Welcome to Fire Breathing Kittens, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Today is a special episode as we're interviewing our new member, Maximillian Riffman. Hi, Maximillian.
Hi there.
You're a new addition to the Crayon Box. What color would you be, and why?
I would be whatever color you guys most need, and I can tell you guys need colors. But if I had to be one, I'd be gray, just like this suit.
Oh, gray. All right. Maximillian, what are your strengths?
My strength is I can walk into any situation, I look around, I see what people need, and I give it to them. I tell them how to get to... I know what they want, I know what they need. And I can tell that what they need is me. And so what I do for you, what I do for everyone, is I assess the situation and make a couple of recommendations on how you can get the most out of whatever it is you want to do.
Oh, a smooth talker. That's good. You're talking to a literal bipedal crocodile who has as much charisma as an old sock. So you are a good addition to the group. That's a strength that not everybody has. Maximillian? Should I call you Maximillian?
Maximillian is what my father calls me when he's displeased. I'm Chip. Chip to everyone and Chip to my friends. And I can tell you're going to be one of my friends.
All right, Chip. So those were your strengths. What are your weaknesses?
Weaknesses. Sometimes I feel like I make efficiency too easy for the people I work with. Where like after they've done with one of my consultations, they've achieved all of their goals and they're like, well, what's next? So at that point, they have to really just bring me back and have me show them how to expand their horizons. And, you know, that is a weakness. I just deliver too much.
What a horrible weakness. How could you? Chip, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Jisho, really in a series of private schools on the outskirts of Jisho. Father liked to ensure I had the best possible education. And of course, Daddy was always so busy. I suppose he's so busy now. So I just sort of drifted from one institution to another, picking up this skill and that skill, and growing into the fully formed efficiency machine you see here today.
Olive looks at the suit-wearing, red-skinned tiefling in front of her. Yeah. I mean, you grew up well, yeah.
He runs his hands through his kind of slicked back black hair and adjusts, like brushes some invisible lint off his grey suit, which is just that slightest bit too shiny. Where like you can tell it's well tailored, but also by someone who has a much higher opinion of themselves than perhaps is strictly warranted from a sartorial sense. Adjusts his little pocket square and then flashes this like dazzling smile that's just a fraction too wide and doesn't quite reach his eyes.
Oh, sneaky. Yeah. All right. Well, Chip, why did you want to join the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild?
Well, really, we should be discussing why the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild would want me to join. But this is your interview, and you're in charge, and I can respect that, Olive. I can see you're a crocodile who knows what she wants, and I respect that. I'm just here to help give it to you. You see, I was surveying the landscape. It's what I do as a consultant to the brilliant. And I noticed something. You know, you have these legendary adventurers running around these guilds, and you know they have their modest successes, the occasional treasure liberated, dragon slain, whatnot. It's all very lucrative and it's working fine, but it could be working great. And I'm the difference between working and working great. So I figured, why not start at the bottom, just like my old man used to say, you got to get down into the coalface if you want to find the diamonds. So I decided I would get down into the coalface, find a up-and-coming, plucky guild that's getting results, and show them how to 10x those babies. and he fires 2 finger pistols at you.
Oh, no.
In just like the worst way. Just just repeated machine gunning of finger pistols.
Oh, okay. All right. Question 6 out of 15. Chip, if you were given a 1-minute advertisement time spot during the annual Nikimoy fighting tournament, sort of a Super Bowl commercial, if you would, what would you fill it with?
God, expanding an elevator pitch all the way to a full minute. It's hard. So, first of all, I'd open on a sad adventurer. You know, like a slow panning shot as they sit there looking at their empty gold pouch, looking at the scale of the dragon before them, looking at their companions bickering. And then a halo of light, and I appear. I'm talking about angelic wings, possibly more than 2. I mean, if you're going to go with wings, if you're going to go for the special effects budget, I'm talking at least 6 illusory wings. And I land among them. And suddenly they're working together. Suddenly those doors are opening. There's shots of like a train pulling out of the mine that's so laden with treasure that they can't even move it. And then it's just a shot of them reclining on piles of gold, watching me do a presentation with cardboard slides. And then we fade to black on their contented smiles.
Wow. Oh, man. Everyone would hire you for their guild.
Yes. Sometimes I wish I could help everyone.
Right. Oh, man. All right. So, Chip, when you're not working, making the adventures so rich, what do you like doing with your spare time?
Dad didn't believe in the concept of spare time. He says there's no spare time, there's only lost opportunities. So you gotta always be selling. If I'm not upskilling you, I'm upskilling me.
Wow. Oh, no downtime. Ooh. Well, I guess the result
also,
is
I gamble.
Oh, of course. You would get along with Nesgrex. It's too bad. Oh no, Olive remembers that he died. Never mind. So, question 8. What things in life are still a mystery to you, Chip?
Suppose a mystery to me. Well, look, you've got to be honest about the things you still don't know. Sometimes some of this dungeoneering lingo still goes over my head a little bit. Like dart trap. Is that something you dart past? Is it something you dart out of the way of? Is it a trap that's a dart, or is it a dart that's trapped? It's these kind of really like cold-faced details, and I'm hoping to learn here in my embed with the Fire-Breathing Kittens Guild. You know, I know I'm here to give, but if I can take something with me along the way, then you know that's just maximizing synergy, and I'm all about maximizing synergy.
Gotta maximize that synergy in your embed. Oh gosh. Okay.
See, you're learning my lingo. Now I just have to learn yours.
Yeah, I've never encountered a dart trap. Maybe we could go to a dungeon and see if we could find one there. Yeah. All right. Question 9. Everyone's got one. What's your annoying habit?
Me? An annoying habit? Sometimes I feel like I don't interrupt people enough. And I think that bothers them, because often they'll be talking and they'll be saying things, and I can tell that inside they would vastly prefer if I just jumped in and just steered the conversation and really told them what they're trying to say. But I don't do it. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm shy, but I can tell that bothers them. They never say anything, but I can tell it gets to them. And it's something, I want to work on, but God, I'm just a little shy.
You're too shy to interrupt people, and you should interrupt people more. But, well, when you in your embed as you're working on your skills, and you're constantly up what was it? Improving yourself?
It's upskilling.
Upskilling yourself. That's something you can work on. Oh, okay. Do you speak any other languages?
Well, Father did insist that I have a cosmopolitan education, so I can get by in Abyssal, and I have a smattering of Celestial. But that's it. Daddy believed that business should be conducted in common, so that it's more accessible. Now, some have said that I've picked up a smattering of Undercommon in various establishers of not yet established repute, but I couldn't possibly comment to that.
Oh, Undercommon would be very useful for establishing trade with a certain society that we met recently. Not that they would be interested in trade with us, but maybe you could talk them into it. Yeah, if there's someone who could, I think it would be Chip. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so, Chip, out of all of the places in the whole continent of Guaso, country, in the whole country of Guaso, where would you like to visit?
Well, Daddy did always speak fondly of McHale Island. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Oh, yeah.
It's such a different dialect. He visited once on a business trip, and ever after, when he would be swirling one of his before noon cocktails, he would wax lyrical about his time there, never giving any details. A Riffman doesn't trade in details when they tell a story. It's about the journey that one brings you on. But certainly his intonations, which are normally, flat, cold, distant, disdain, rose to a warm, distant disdain. And so that always intrigued me.
Oh. Internally, Olive, who grew up with a very kind dad and mom, Fern was just so different than that. So she wants to reach out and pat your hand, but knows that would be awkward. So she asks you another question. Question 12. Do you like pickles?
Pickles? I suppose I don't mind a cornichon if one is on offer. Certainly, it's not the most refined of snacks, but one has to learn to roll with what's available.
Roll the cornichon. Yeah. Question 13. A penguin walks through that door right now wearing a sombrero. What does it say, and why is it here?
Well, clearly it needs fashion advice, because it's just walked in and it's wearing a black and white tux, because it's a penguin. And now it's got a sombrero, which is far too many colors. So what it clearly says is Chip, style icon, Chip. I need your help, Chip. What am I doing wrong? I've put on the sombrero, and yet the chicks, referring to them female birds, naturally. This penguin would never disrespect women with a disrespectful moniker that way. They're not lining up. I'm here to mate for life. I'm a penguin, and it's not happening. And so clearly he needs my help to restyle him, reboot him, rebrand this penguin as the sexy egg fertilization machine that he is.
Oh my gosh. Well, with your fashion advice, maybe you and Tanager together could help make that penguin attract all of the chicks. Ooh, second to last question. What would you like remembered about you?
Well, the Riffman name is already going to live in history. Granddaddy saw to that even before Father got started. But I suppose when I have passed and people walk past the statues that the people will erect in my honor, I would like them to turn and remember me for my humility and the way that I, from the shadows, made everything better. Just that little bit.
Well, yeah. You'll inscribe that on your statues. Humility.
Well, I mean, others would obviously do the
Of course.
describing for me. I mean, I don't physical labor. Not these hands. And he holds up hands that are like beyond baby soft. Like this isn't just like never held a hammer in his life. It's possible he's never held a fork.
Oh gosh. Of course, the others would do that for you, yes. And the very last question. Chip, what is one message you would give to your fans?
Don't believe in yourselves. Believe in me, who believes in you.
You heard it here, folks. And you'll be seeing Maximillian Chip Riffman on an upcoming adventure. Thank you, Chip.
Thanks so much, Olive, and can I say that was an expertly conducted interview with only 16 or 17 points of room for improvement. I will send you my notes and the invoice.
Okay. Goodbye.